Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, the man, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And man, we got a show here for you guys here today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as y'all know, the playoffs will be beginning tomorrow. Obviously, this all depends on when you're watching this particular show here. And today we're going to do a playoff preview where we give you guys the predictions of who we think ultimately is going to make it to the NBA finals. Now, as y'all know, there were some playing games, but the one that got the most attention was the playing game between the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, going into that game, many of us expected the Lakers to win that game. I was amongst the people that thought the Lakers would win that game. So even though it went into, I believe that game went into overtime, they still got the victory, right? They won the game. They locked up the 7th seed to ensure that they ultimately face the Memphis Grizzlies in round one. Now, what have we been hearing about this Lakers team from Shannon Sharpe over the last 2 months? Shannon Sharpe has been running around with two talking points. The first talking point is, well, Skip, the Lakers, they're not really that good. Just when they lose. Well, Skip, you got to understand, I don't expect much out of the Lakers. But then on the other hand, he'll turn around and say, man, the Lakers going to the finals. Have you seen LeBron James? LeBron James is the GOAT. He's going to show you what he made of. Then on the other hand, you can say, well, man, I don't know about Anthony Davis's health. I don't know. But then LeBron, sometimes he's 38 years old and he can get gas and all of these different things. And I sat back and I asked myself, so which is it? Are the Lakers good or are they not good? This is what I've been trying to figure out. Are the Lakers a good team or are they not a good team? No one wants to take a definitive position on this particular team. So what happened? Today on Undisputed, they're doing their playoff previews. And they asked, Shannon Sharpe, to give his assessment and pretty much make his prediction of the team he thinks will go to they'll represent the Western Conference in the finals and also represent the Eastern Conference. But before we get into his comments, this video is brought to you by sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's a sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we want to play what Shannon Sharpe had to say. And then at the end of that, I want you guys to listen to what Skip had to say, basically pushing back on him for basically talking out of both sides of his mouth. So take a listen to what Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless had to say here. Take a listen to that.
I always thought it was a 2-team race. I thought it was going to be the Bucks and the Celtics. And I really like the Bucks. Now, I think it's going to be a closer series between them and the Celtics, because I only think it's only 2 teams that can possibly come out of the East, and that's the Bucks and the Celtics. But Chris Middleton's help. I like the trade they made at the deadline to get Jay Crowder. I like Joe Ingles shooting almost 41% from the 3 coming off a year after coming off the ACL injury. We know what Giannis is. Holiday has elevated himself. Brook Lopez, I've never seen a big guy have a transformation like him. He used to be a low post player. Now, all of a sudden, he's a stretch, does a real great job at defending the paint. Yeah. So I really like the Bucks. I would love the Bucks had Chris Middleton's health not been an issue. He had a week off. We'll see how that holds up.
Sounds like he's going to be okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
If he's okay,
well,
they're definitely coming out of the East.
Okay.
Out of the West. I like the Nuggets at first, but with the health of Nikola Jokic, but they're a very beatable team. They're one of the team that's the #1 seed that you're like, they could get upset in the first round, although I don't think that's going to happen. I like the Lakers. I know a lot of people are not as bullish on the Lakers as I am, but I like their matchup. If you go back and look at AD's numbers against the Grizzlies this year, he had a 30-20 game. He had a 28-19 game, and they're 2-1 against the Grizz. In one of those games, they had Steven Adams. Obviously, Steven Adams won't be there. So I think it's going to come down between the Suns and the Lakers. And I think the inconsistency of DeAndre Ayton, although AD can be inconsistent as well, I want to see the matchup, KD and LeBron, because we haven't seen that that matchup since, 2018?
Yep.
It's might have been, 2018, the Christmas. Was that Christmas? Last time we saw, no, NBA Finals. NBA Finals. So that's been a long
How quickly you forget.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Things that you want to forget.
It's been, he's out there by himself. Now, you know, there's one man,
he's out there by himself.
That one man, come on now, don't do that, Skip. Now, you know he was out there by himself. And so I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to say the Lakers and the Bucks, and I got the Bucks winning it all.
Time out. Did you just predict the Lakers are going to win the West? After just a couple of days back on the show, we did, what shot do you give the Lakers of winning the West? And you said 15%. And all of a sudden, you have vaulted to 100%. You went from 15% all the way to they're going to win the West.
Well, see, I'm most confident about the first round series because I really like the matchup LeBron and AD against the Grizzlies. Going back and looking at AD's numbers, Bron is going to be Bron. The question is, and AD is like, hold on, I did have a 30-20 game. I almost had another 20-20 game. I should be able to feast. And I know what Jared Jackson is. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, and rightfully so. But AD, that's a matchup AD should be able to win.
Okay.
So you heard the exchange. Shannon Sharpe there just said that he expects the Lakers to go to the NBA Finals, which means that he believes that the Lakers are the best team or have the best chance to make it to the finals. If you feel the Lakers have the best chance, if you feel they can beat the Memphis Grizzlies, if you feel like they can beat the Phoenix Suns or whoever else they would play in round two, whoever that team would be, then why were you saying the other day when they beat the Timberwolves in a close game that you're not surprised that the game went into overtime? Which one is it? To me, it sounds like you found a perfect way to build in an excuse. So no matter what happens, you're covered. If the Lakers lose in round one, you can always say, well, LeBron is old. They're really not that good. What did you expect? Anthony Davis was a disappointment. If they win, you can now say, well, AD's been a monster. LeBron James has proven to you that he's the greatest player of all time. And to me, you can't have it both ways. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to, I want to correct. I was listening to Keyshawn and Max this morning, and they were talking about the playoffs. And was it Keyshawn that said the Lakers have 2 top 10 players? No, they don't. No, they don't. Are we sure about that? I'm going to name a bunch of players, and you tell me which one of these guys are better than those guys. Nikola Jokic is better than any player on the Lakers. Joel Embiid is better than any player on the Lakers. Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than any player on the Lakers. Stephen Curry is better than any player on the Lakers. I've already named 4. Luka Doncic is better than any player on the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard is better than any player. Kawhi Leonard. If you think any of the Lakers are better than Kawhi Leonard, then whatever. I'm not going to argue with you. It just means that whatever. You got Kawhi Leonard. Who else do you have? You have Jason Tatum. Any Lakers better than Jason Tatum? You got let me look at some other guys here. I said Kevin Durant already. I said I said Stephen Curry already. John Morant, is any of those guys better than John Morant? Some people will say yes, some people will say no. I would personally disagree with that. So probably they have a top 10 player, but I'm sure there's some guys right now that are escaping me at the time. Of course, you have Shai Gilgeous with the Oklahoma City Thunder. You have them there, but I think there are about 10 players that are better than those guys. But I could be wrong. Maybe Anthony Davis will be a top 10 player. But for me, man, listen, pick a side and stay there. And finally, let me say one last thing. I know some of my viewers don't like when I respond to some of these LeBron fans, but hey, these LeBron fans can't help it. I'm going to say it once more. I know you guys do not like to listen. Bro, I got LeBron in my top 4, but I'm not going to sit up here and say what you want me to say about it. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. I don't know when you guys are going to get the point. Y'all be talking about hate. I don't be seeing you guys commenting under Nick Wright and Shannon Sharpe's videos. Y'all be up there twerking it up heavily. Y'all be loving it. I'm not going to do that for you. You guys are not going to like force me to be a fan like you. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Just wanted to say that. So y'all let me know what you think about what Shannon Sharpe had to say in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.